9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
I see you there. I see you there. I see you're already out there. Hello, Lean. Hello, Mackenzie. Hi, Bruna. Aline, good to have you with us so far. You're right here on Blast Off tonight. Good timing tonight, girls. Good timing. Darn right. You're here tonight in my tiny house live, of course, my inspirational space station, but you knew that. I hope you had a comfortable journey up here with me tonight. It's pretty uneventful, you know, once we clear the altitude and get our bearings, we're all good. I've got some special things tonight coming up. I'm having a little bit of problem with my thrusters still, but you never know what that means in this world. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. I'll get you up for an hour. I'll get you down for an hour. Hello, Thala. There you are. Good to see you as well. Well, actually, I can't see you. I know you get to see me, but I can't actually see you. That's not part of our world. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if we multicammed and I could see all of you and we could do this together and I could see all your faces at once? Well, maybe someday, but they've been doing that during this whole COVID thing, and I'm not into that. Tonight, it's just you and me and everything, planet Earth, way down there below us. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're comfortable with us. Here in Tiny House Live, this is your professor with you. Hi. Once again, in the hills of Petticoat, or tonight, way above that, in the hills, in the skies, up above you right now, and I'm glad to have you. We could Zoom. Yeah, we could Zoom, but you know what? I'm over Zooming. I'm over Skyping. I'm kind of over FaceTiming. I like we're YouTubing. We are YouTubing. You ready? There we are. Where are we, by the way?
Tiny House Live.
Tiny House Live. But you knew that. You knew that. Well, once again, I've got a fun evening tonight for us. I've got a special guest. I'm waiting for him. I see him down there on the planet. He's got to get exactly where X marks the spot so I could beam him up to us. And once he arrives, we'll get into some conversations. You know, there's a lot we're going to talk about tonight. And there's a lot of things we're going to show tonight. Some great live music from Sonoma County, the North Bay of California, for all views. And by the way, let me stop here for a quick second and thank all of you for being here live with me, because I know where you live. I know where you live, and I know you made a set an alarm clock. And you grab a cup of coffee. I always say good evening, but I'm going to have to really start saying good day, and just glad to have you here with me no matter what time you check in with us. But you know, we all love to have you live. Why? Because live is best. Live is best. Big shout out tonight to the She-Devils, Eric Martin She-Devils, and yes, we will have an Eric Martin moment. Of course we will. Of course we will. But right now, my guest is down there, and I'm going to beam him up here. We'll introduce him. He's waving. God, he's way down there. I'm sure glad I got a good scope on all this. All right, hang on. All right, hang on. We'll get him up here. Hang on. About time. All right, you ready? You're all right? You're all right? Don't be afraid. You'll be okay. Just hang on, stay in the center of the X marks the spot. You're all right. Yes, my friends. Whoa, wait a minute. Here he is. Sean Allen, straight out of the Pacific Northwest of California. Some people have slings on their guitars and Telecasters on their hips. This man is one of those, and we are very, very pleased to have him tonight here on Tiny House Live. Where'd you tie your horse up anyway out there on a spaceship?
I didn't have a horse. Sitting on my couch 1 second and sitting in here the next second.
That's how it happens.
God.
That's why I put the X right on the couch. I figured he's going to
smart.
You didn't really know when you're going to get here. You just knew eventually you probably would.
You knew where to find me.
I knew exactly where to find you, brother. I do. So glad to have you here with me right there. Give me one of these right there.
It's
Boom.
good to be here.
Yeah, you're one of the guys that's been. We've had a lot good working relationship. We've had a lot of stuff come up between us. You know, we'll mention Don Forbes. We'll mention Kevin Russell. And anybody I'm forgetting that. Those have been the main two for us.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rancho Nicasio, Hop Monk, things like that.
It was Twang Diddy also.
Twang Diddy, that's right. That's right. With Sheila Groves. Let's mention my cousin.
Yeah.
She's actually my cousin.
Ah.
Well, not really. Her maiden name is Mooney, and my mom's name was Mooney, so we figured we're related somehow. I don't know. Look out your left over there, starboard side. We decided you can see that we're actually cruising pretty high tonight.
It looks good.
I hope you're not too afraid of heights.
There's Shanghai.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Mumbai over there.
Mumbai, there we go, right over there. Yeah,
my house right there.
You live in a very small
Santa.
world. You live in a very small world. Well, I'm glad. Either way, we're glad you're here.
Yes, glad to be here.
In Tiny House Live tonight with us. And like I said, we've got a lot of people checking in over here. Isis is here. Of course she is. We are in the house. How many are we now? My goodness. This is quite a sheet devil. Matter of fact, I want to tell you right now before we get started, because we've got a lot to talk about tonight. But wait a minute. Oh my God, there goes these thrusters again. It'll be all right. I swear. I'll get us through all of this. I'm going to make a special She Devils video. I'm teasing myself to do that. So I'm telling all of you right now, because I know who you are. I've got something in the works. I've got something in the works for you, ladies. You She Devils. How could I not do something for the ladies who call? I am a she devil.
Oh,
well, that's what they tell me. I'm a member of this new group. Proud to be a male member of the She Devils.
Love that.
I'm fairly secure in my where. Ice is wondering where your Telecaster is, by the way. Did it not beam up with you?
It's a good question. No, it didn't make it up. It's still on the couch.
Oh man,
it's a good question.
Should I made a larger X on the couch? Maybe that's what it was. I wasn't. It was probably in a case.
It's out. It's out of the case.
It's out.
It's in a stand. It's plugged in.
Well, fortunately for you, I have lots of great examples of you playing a Telecaster tonight.
Oh, fun!
And that's what we thought. I always ask my guests, hey, do you want to? Let's do this first. Let's get into a really side-by mode here. Let's cozy up, and there we go. Now we can, get right comfortable. Bruna Lima's here with us now. Hello, Bruna. Good to have you here.
Where are these folks at?
That's an interesting question when I ask about all my friends around the world who love to check in on this show, because God, they're scattered everywhere. Isis is in Brazil.
Oh man.
Thala is in Rome.
Wow. Hi.
Anna, who just checked in. Good morning, girls. What about us? Oh, all right. Good morning, girls. Good morning, Professor. Anna is in Serbia.
Thank you for being here. That's really cool.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Say good morning.
Good morning. Searching for a foreign language. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You did in American English. It totally is a foreign language. I've been finding that in my mispronunciations of people's names. As our territory grows bigger and bigger around the world, the names get much more complex. They really do. Look, I got an evening right here saying this is happening right now. You see how YouTube is so good. We were just talking about the pros and cons of YouTube in this kind of format, and you can see why. Who said hi to me? Hi, Professor. Oh, hello, Jolie. Nice to get hellos from everybody. Anybody.
Yeah.
Darn right. Yeah. Well, we got lots going on tonight. Lots going on. I'm looking around me if there's anything immediate that I need to have. Maybe not exactly medium, but we have two sponsors tonight. They're unofficial. Mine is Lagunitas, Little Something. There's your camera right there, by the way.
And mine.
Yeah, what's yours?
Cock and Bull.
What did you say?
Cock and Bull.
I think it's Cock and Bull. We've made an interesting drink on Tiny House Live with Cock and Bull. We mixed it with Sailor Jerry's spiced rum and Meyer lemon sherbet. Mm-hmm. And we ended up what we call a cocky lemon sailor.
Cheers, brother.
Who did that for me? I think might have been Thala.
Oh, don't make me hang now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I needed to drink it, but I purely used it as a prop. Yes.
Yum.
Yum. That's a great ginger beer. I don't know if it's available in your part of the world. I'm sure you can special order anything you want these days in the world of online treats. Cock and Bull is really a great ginger beer. It's not non-alcoholic. It's just a great ginger beer. All right, let's see. Well, we've been saying hello here. We're tipping off into the first part of our show here. I think maybe we need to dive into a piece of music so we really kind of, let people know who you are and what you do and how you ride that horse with a Telecaster on.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's do that. And we'll preface this one by saying, this is with actually a great party that we were privileged to work on together.
That was great. It was great.
Don Forbes.
Yeah.
It was a great.
Hey, Don.
If he doesn't see it now, he'll see it later. We talked earlier today. It was just we were all lucky to be pulled into the show because it was really an A-team show, wasn't it? Do you know everybody in the band? I mean, I can name Don and I can name Pamela Joyce, but
well, I met them, via the gig.
Yeah.
Gabe on drums.
Of course, Gabe from actually Little Feat.
Yeah.
And the bass player's
Gabe
name.
Ford and Paul Olguin.
I always forget Paul's last name.
Yeah.
These guys are hardcore players.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah. Well, this whole band was like that, and Don fronted this whole birthday party in a neighbor's backyard, and let me mention number one straight off, Ken Braziel, because all these recordings mean nothing without a good quality audio engineer putting all that down.
He was the sound guy?
Yes.
No, he was great, man.
Ken is also the major engineer at the Hop Monk in Sebastopol and works a lot there as well as all over the Bay Area. I call Ken when I have a choice. Sound like a commercial, didn't it?
He was great. No, it
I'm
sounded amazing on that stage, and his vibe was great.
Yeah.
It was,
No, I love to work with him.
Super pro.
We work really well together, especially when it was outdoor shows like this. It was in the afternoon, went into the evening. I think we've set it up enough. Let me preface this up here and get us into the first song of the evening. This is Don Forbes and Reckless, and what did I say the name was? Darn it! It was Boys Who Like to Rock and Girls Who Love to Kiss. What a great title.
Don's a great songwriter.
He is, and these are all original stuff tonight too, by the way. All right, here we go. Enjoy this. Let's start dancing. Good day. Have a good day.
Army fighting somewhere overseas. When this lifer from Kentucky questions my priorities, I said, Sarge, my first one's going home, but 32nd on my list is finding guys that like to rock and girls that love to kiss. I must have learned this from my parents, but I can't remember when I wake up in my cradle or that creaky wooden pen. They come running when I holler, even then they knew I missed. Daddy'd sing and rock me, mama's love was in her kiss. I'd say we got lucky, babe, but she says it was planned. I know what she loves the most, and she knows who I am. We rocket scientist. I'm just a guy that likes to rock. She's a girl that loves to kiss. I must have learned this from my parents, but I can't remember when I wake up in my cradle or that creaky woodwork bed. They hung running when I hollered, even then they knew I meant guys that like to rock, girls that love to kiss. Guys that like to rock, girls that love to kiss. 2, 3. It's a great birthday, I gotta tell you. It's a great birthday.
Well, that was a great example, Sean.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Don Forbes, he's out there with us right now, too.
Yeah.
As we all kind of collectively pull ourselves together, I'm kind of showing Sean around the inspirational space station as the song was playing. We're heading now toward the jettison tube. We do not want to go straight too much farther. We do not want to be jettisoned. No. We're just getting the show started. So for us right now, it's really a matter of staying in the right proper time and space. And we have no problem with that. Not on Tiny House Live, for God's sakes. I know where I am 24/7. Do you?
That makes one of us.
Oh, yeah, we're still cruising up there. I can look over your shoulder there on the starboard side, he's saying. And yeah, we're I don't know where we are right now. Zambia. Zambia. I believe that was the coastal region of Costa Rica. There we go. I can see Peru right there. We'll go by. The little island. I'd love to go to one of those little islands out there. That interest you? Little islands?
Yeah. Well, I like it off planet, man.
I know. It's, one of the reasons we do this is because it's so crazy down there.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I get just, too much stuff coming in my direction from all this media stuff and people telling me this and what I should do here and the news scaring me and all that. Yeah. And so I like to think, coming from outside in, let's get outside the planet for a minute. And really kind of just hang out and just get a view, I mean, I like the view up here.
Perspective.
It's a great perspective, And on that note, I'll change our perspective too here and get us back into a little conversational mode. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says. Well, you just had an interesting show with somebody I appreciate a lot, and because I'm a huge fan of the pedal steel guitar.
Oh,
I love it. Lap steel as well, which
sure.
you do a great job of, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I've had the pleasure of working with New Riders of the Purple Sage on a number of shows.
Well, there you go.
So I've been well introduced and comfortably acquainted with Buddy Cage.
Yeah.
We've had some great conversations. He was an amazing character. Talk about somebody who likes to be outside in. Yeah, Buddy Cage. But one of the most proficient pedal steel players.
Oh.
I mean, from my limited knowledge
Sure.
of this. But where do you come from that spectrum? I know you play a lap steel. Do you actually have a pedal steel?
I don't, and I've messed with pedals a little bit, but it's too much of a learning curve. It's
kind of like being a drummer, isn't it? I mean, you got pedals and you got your hands and you're.
Yeah, it's just. There might have been a time when I had the time and energy to get up and running on it.
Right.
But at this point, I had one recently. My buddy Dave Zerbel, who's a fine player,
Yes, I heard.
loaned me one, and I sat at it, and it didn't take long for me to realize, like, man, it's like same with recording studios. I'd rather go to a good recording studio to record rather than have one at my house.
Right.
Somewhat in the same spirit. I'd rather listen to a fine pedal steel player than me trying to play it myself.
Well, who's one of your favorite pedal steel players?
Ralph Mooney, man, is #1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, see, this is of era. This is going back to the what?
Yeah, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Amazing stuff.
But some of my favorites are the non-pedal players, and that goes back to Jerry Bird. He's one of the first guys.
Yes.
I'll have to come up with another name here in a minute, but Jerry Bird, and then Joaquin Murphy is really number one.
Amazing.
Played non-pedal for a long time. I think he ended up on pedals, but he started off, I think, on mostly 8-string was when he was recording with Tex Williams or Spade Cooley.
Yeah.
And then he just swung like no tomorrow. And so those two guys, Jerry Bird and Joaquin Murphy, are two of my favorites.
Wow. Have you call them influences? I mean, obviously, if they're favorites, you've learned something.
Yeah, as much as like, you hear it and you go, man, I want to do that. That's what I want to do.
Right. Well, that's a good question,
And,
too, because I learned by playing bass originally as my first instrument, and I learned by basically copying guys like Phil Lesh and Jaco Pastorius.
Yeah.
I gave myself high
Sure.
altitude of people to try to figure out. If I could figure out what Phil was doing in his brain and what Jaco was doing with his hands, I could maybe come up with something that made sense. And so I copied it until I could play it, and then I could understand it.
Yeah.
How did you approach music in the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, I played piano. And, I was always listening before that, but I was on piano when I was pretty young. I mean, I took piano lessons, so classical and ragtime. Loved Scott Joplin, and I love Scott Joplin and Chopin. Those are two of the musics that have gone through my whole life.
Oh, you really?
Yeah. So
wow,
Chopin,
that's a great basis of information right there.
Nocturnes and ragtime, Scott Joplin.
Wow.
What was it? Louis Moreau Gottschalk. I don't know about the first name. Gottschalk was the last name. He was sort of a Chopin from New Orleans, a combo of Scott Joplin and Chopin.
So much good stuff came out of the South and the New Orleans area. Just the influence of rhythm and the rhythm structure and music in general was just amazing. I mean, to me, it's influenced my likes, what I love, and I'm a huge fan of Little Feat for that reason. Sure. I mean, it's just like they bridge that gap, and so many traditional New Orleans bands, the Meters and things like that. Just amazing. Just amazing. So I'm so glad to have you in here tonight.
Same, brother.
We've worked together a bunch of times, but we haven't had a chance really much to hang much together.
Yeah.
And so we know a little bit of each other,
We're
but
both
we really
setting
don't.
up at the same time and tearing down at the
It's
same time.
always like that, He's so fast. And one thing I appreciate about this man over here, he pulls out a broom and sweeps his spot. He sweeps his spot before he plays that night.
I've been known to do that.
You've been known. I've watched you do it almost every time. If there's a broom,
that was at Redwood Cafe.
Definitely. Well, they weren't good on.
Floor was messy, man. I don't want to step in goddamn ketchup packets and French fries and sawdust. Like, man,
somebody
I
was
want a nice
eating-
clean space when I'm looking down. Bugs me.
I appreciate.
I don't like that.
Well, you'll laugh about this because this is one of our first interactions, and I know I laugh about it looking back on it in retrospect. I was filming some of the stuff at the Redwood Cafe, and you're setting up, and you did not want the curtain behind you. You said, get rid of this curtain behind me. I can't have it. I'm going,
I remember.
my whole look of the stage is like going completely out the window now. And John's going, but my sound. I'm going, but my look. And
it was a good moment. Yeah, we were fighting for our territory, man.
We were.
It was interesting.
It really was. And of course, as we went on, it's all good and it all comes out in the end.
Yeah.
We got some great stuff from
We
it.
both showed our teeth that night.
But it was really fun. I appreciated that about you because really the first thing I said to myself was, this man actually cares.
Yeah.
He really cares about what he's about to do. He's not just setting up and plugging in and going wank.
Yeah.
So I learned something that day and went, I'm not going to mess with him.
And
he knows what he wants.
Well, we both.
The curtain was up, right?
I think we both felt like it's our workspace. I certainly did. It's like, hey, this is my workspace, and you're like, no, this is my workspace. And,
I know. We're both coming from the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
It was anyway. It was a great. Actually, in hindsight, it was a great experience, and I love you for it. I love you for it because not all experiences are happy ones in the beginning. So the fact that we actually pulled that together, pull off a great show, laugh about it now is a testament that I hope we have a good friendship as well.
Here, brother.
Here. We do that again. Where's mine? All right.
I'll drink some cock and bull.
That's right. Unofficially sponsored tonight by a little something as well. There you go.
Salud.
Salud. Maybe we do some more work in a club soon. What do you say?
Prost.
Frost. That would be an interesting question to ask out here from some of our friends, because I do want to talk to you a little bit too. Bruna and Anna and Isis, and going down our list of friends. And Lady just checked in. Hello, good to see you. How do you say cheers in your native language? That sounds so strange, doesn't it? We're all humans on this planet. But I would like to know, what word do you use for cheers? So tell me, and maybe we'll all learn something tonight. I'm sorry, I almost said gas, but it's more thruster issues again. That's all right. We'll see through it. Yes, let me hear that word. Let me hear the word for your word, cheers. The Italian word for cheers. The Serbian word for cheers. Let's hear the Brazilian word for cheers. Or is it just cheers? Am I going on?
No. It's something. It's as far as I know, it's individual per culture. So
it is. Now, if I was in Hawaii, salud.
Salud, we said.
Salud, we did. That's Aline, yes. Salud.
Thank you, Aline.
Yeah, absolutely. It's this kind of interaction. You know, by the way, you guys are helping me write this show every time I do it. There'll be a character that comes up in a couple minutes. Now, see, I'm mispronouncing it. It's S-A-U-D-E. You see, I'm learning. Well,
spell that again for me.
S-A-U-D-E.
Saud.
Saud.
Sorry for bad pronunciation.
Sorry for being American.
Salde.
I like it. It means health. Well, good health to you. Good health to you.
Asante.
There you go. That's and salute. And Hawaiian, it's just the same, coming or going. It's aloha. Aloha. Good aloha.
Aloha.
I like the simplicity of saying goodbye and hello almost at the same time. It's like they're going to leave.
Yes.
And you're already kind of waiting for them to leave because you're saying hello and goodbye at the same time. I don't know, it's silly.
No, it's great.
Have you been to Hawaii?
I have not.
Oh man, you got to.
I got to.
What happened is you go to Hawaii, you'll pull out an acoustic guitar, and you'll find yourself you forever want to work at luau's.
Yeah. Well, I play a lot of Hawaiian music on steel guitar. That was one of my first
Dude,
loves.
Oh, I've got some huge collections over here that I dearly love, because I love Hawaiian music. I really do. The whole guitar aspect. Anna says Zivel. I can't remember. I need to get on my good glasses.
How do you spell it?
Ziveli. Ziveli? I like that.
Again, I apologize for the poor pronunciation.
I'm apologizing too, but we're learning tonight.
And what was her name?
That's Anna.
Anna.
And
Thank
Anna's
you.
Anna's in Serbia.
Is it Anna? Probably Anna.
I believe so.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're glad to have you back with us, Anna. We were separated for far too long. God only knows why. Some people get, for one reason or another, they go off and they come back. So Anna's back.
Yay.
As well as all the she-girls with us tonight as well. Yeah, I'm waiting for some local people to pop in here. Well, we did. We had Don Forbes is with us. He's probably still right now, sitting back, sipping on, whatever Don sips on.
Chocolate milk. Sorry, Don.
A man after my own heart.
A delicious carton of chocolate milk. It's part of his evening routine. I happen to know that.
Do you really? I've got some Hershey's for you, Don.
Sorry, Don.
No, I'll set you up. I'm going to set you up, Don. We're going to get you in here for the show, too. I'm going to let a little time go by here between the songs I'm playing tonight so we can play your songs again fresh, which is always really good. And who knows, maybe there'll be some other things. Actually, I've got some stuff from the Rancho Nicasio.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, but not tonight, unfortunately.
What now?
No, wait a minute. Let me go back and see what I've got. I'm talking out the side of my hat, and I'm not even wearing one. No, I did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Nope, I didn't cue that. And that's one. Well, that's good because that's a whole other thing that we can draw from, Don. The whole Don Forbes at the Rancho Nicasio.
Yeah,
we'll work on that. That's another episode. That's a good thing.
Great.
Always, you're never too short of material in my house. I leave my window open tonight. I did. Look at that. I actually left my window open. Usually, I close the cockpit up.
That's the garden simulator out there.
It really is. It makes it look like we're actually on planet Earth, but we're not actually. That's my green screen.
It's part of mental health in space.
That's right.
Have an Earth-like environment.
Something I know nothing about. What's going on? Joshua Ronstein. Yo! I talked to Josh yesterday.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Glad to have you with us. You found us. You see, I was telling him yesterday in front of Oliver's Market having my lunch.
Oh, man.
He goes, how do I find you? And I said, it's really easy. Number one, you go to ViralMediaArt YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com/ViralMediaArt. Subscribe right there. Hit the notification bell. Set it to all so you'll always know when I'm going live. And when I go live, you'll know. And when you know, you can go, oh, I'd like to hear him. Or you go, nah, he's a little wacky for me right now. I think I'll save the stuff for later. It could be an evening thing. But hello, Josh. Great to have you with us. Josh and I go back a long way in Sonoma County. A great photographer.
Oh,
he's one of those guys with a camera.
love it.
I appreciate that stuff. I really
yeah.
do. I really do. Well, let's see here. Where you know what? I think maybe we need to show another flavor. Another flavor.
Sabor.
Another sabor of Sean Allen. I think that's a good idea. And in this case, we're going to showcase you with Kevin Russell. And his,
good.
I believe this is his Familiar Strangers.
Great.
Or is it his Dangerous Friends? No.
Well, I'm not sure yet. Until
There's
I
so
see
many
the clip.
Kevins.
It might have been Dangerous Friends. Depends which. I'll let you know.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, we'll chime in. We'll clear all this up when we come back. In the meantime, we're going to play a little bit from here. Another great Northern California band. Of course, Sean Allen rips on that. I believe you played a Telecaster on this one. No doubt.
Yeah, it's all I ever play.
It's all he ever plays.
Telecaster.
Why wouldn't you? Why would you want to play anything else? I don't know. But either way, and when we come back, we'll gather ourselves together. We'll have a conversation about our reality, and then carry on. Carry on. This is for you guys out there. We'll be right back. Enjoy. Dance a bit. This is good for you. You're going to like this one.
Well, I grew up in the 50s with a guitar in my hand, with the grand old opera Jimmy Reed and Bobby Blue Bland. Now everybody asks me, well, everywhere I go, they say I'm too rock for country, too country for rock and roll. Well, my brother's in the army in a country western band, but I'm sitting home playing music with my old man. My uncle came to visit, you know he turned me on to soul. Well, now it's too rock for country, too country for rock and roll. I'll keep on playing the songs I wanna play. That's all that matters anyway. Sometimes I think I'm standing in the middle of the road, 'cause I'm too rock for country, too country for rock and roll, rock and roll. I'll keep on playing the songs I wanna play. That's all that matters anyway. And sometimes I think I'm standing in the middle of the road, 'cause I'm too rock for country, too country for rock and roll. Yeah, too rock for country, too country for rock and roll. Baby, I'm too rock for country, too country for rock and roll. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hope to see you again sometime.
All right, look around, man. This is my favorite nightclub I've designed.
Oh, man.
Isn't it cool?
Very cool.
I know, it's kind of warm wood,
Yeah.
large record collection,
Oh,
nice assortment of drinks on display.
brown liquors.
Brown, all kinds of brown liquors.
Mm-hmm.
And even nice things on tap, lots of empty chairs. We got to do something about that.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what was that movie, The Shining?
Yes, there's an elevator just to the left. I'm not going to show it to you. But no, this is if I had a bar in space, this is where it'd be.
No,
So
it's comfy.
that's really where what we've got right now is my lounge and my bar in space.
I love it.
You know, it's kind of like what happened in Star Wars with the whole cabaret,
The cantina?
The cantina. I couldn't remember. Yeah, you know, I'd have a band playing just like that. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a band next week doing something very similar, and then that's going to be my Todd Bugby and Shane Schnick coming in here with Shiny Things.
Great, man.
I know they're going to be in the larger part of the aisleway of my capsule, and in performing in front of a rather large green screen. And where we'll take them, I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be a fun musical night with all kinds of things. And Shane's pretty creative with what he's got as rhythms guy and triggering and looping and all that. And Todd Bugby Project and Dead Roses. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Dead Roses. By the way, he's playing Saturday 7th at the Elephant in the Room. Go see Dead Roses, Saturday 7th, Elephant in the Room. But you're halfway across the country. A lot of you know something good is going on. There you go. That'll be coming up. I guess as long as I'm going down this on June 29th, I don't have any filled yet. I'm just going to spend that night with you guys. I think I'm going to hang out here with you guys. And we'll get a jump on other things that are happening, and who knows, maybe I'll have had some other conversations with some news to break to you. That's what I'm looking for. And then coming back in July 6th. July 6th is going to be Dan Durkin coming in, lead singer with Petty Theft locally.
Yeah,
Dan's
real
a
good.
dear friend of mine, and
Yeah, it's great.
I love guys who come back with me because they want to come back and they know we hang out, we have fun.
Yeah.
We lay down some music and play guitar. Actually, we're going to play some videos this time with some stuff, his new songs that he's recorded. So something new with Dan Durkin.
Cool.
We had to rearrange him from here in June because of a conflict. And I'll say also at the same time, Petty Theft is also playing on 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Hop Monk in Novato, 2 nights in a row. That's a great show to go see Petty Theft.
They draw.
They do draw, and it'll be you're going to want tickets for that. Whether you're listening to us right now in this time and moment in Brazil, don't worry about it. Or Rome, don't worry about it. Rio, don't worry about it. But at the same time, if you're a Sonoma County guy or girl watching the show on demand, and people do watch the show after the fact, they tune in later and they go, well, there you go. You did. You went back and watched some of the one I did with Johnny Campbell a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was a fun show. Johnny Campbell with the
Yeah,
Pulsators.
he's great. Another great singing drummer, man.
Yes.
Some of my favorite musicians.
Yeah. Singing drummers. I have no idea how they do that.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's such a combination of like, you know, how in the world do you get your arms and your legs going in that fashion and then sing at the same time? I could never do it.
You might be surprised if you had the opportunity to try it.
You know, I program drums.
Yeah.
I can feel the drums. I know what the drums should do. And so if I can create the drums, aren't I playing the drums?
Well, I mean, you're creating drum music.
Yes.
There's a certain physicality to playing a trap kit, you
Right.
know, that,
Right.
but it's not beyond you. It's pretty easy.
Thank you. I'll hold to that. I'm not sure if it'll ever happen. I mean, this little percussion thing I use over here is actually a percussion thing that I misuse for time and space.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the role. It's the Alesis, rather, the Strike multipad. And it gives me the ability to, you know, play things like Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live. There you go. Tiny House Live. And because I can, right? What? Oh, hey, wait a minute. What happened?
Are we entering another room now?
I think we are. I think we just made a veer left to the right and see what happened. Just like that, you're in another tiny, completely different element of my inspiration space station.
I love it.
Which means we're out of the nightclub area now, and we're back into just the standard hallway that leads us down to probably the next room, because I do want to show you my eventually, maybe after the next cut. Oh, I know what's coming up next. Wait a minute. What time is it here, kids? What time is it? Oh, it is about that time. Hang on. This calls for something for me to set up because it's that time again of night. Everybody, you know what it is. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going with this. I know you know. You know I know. Sean has no idea what I'm talking about. It is time for our Eric Martin moment.
Cool. Let's make them she-devils happy. Ladies, you ready?
Ladies.
You ready?
Ladies. Oh, I think we can't do a better intro than that. All right, ladies, here it is. Here it comes right now. It's time for the Eric Martin moment. Watch the screen light up over here as we bring the ladies the love they know they love and they deserve. More of Singer Dude coming your way right here, ladies. Here we go.
Don't you feel that sexual energy right there? Tell me about a girl of mine. She's got so much love, just saves it all for me. I would not be lying about the way it's got to be. So Mr. Big, better watch out. Don't you hang around me now. No, no, no. All for you. So baby, I was dead. A great big on the ground now. Oh, now. A hole in the ground. I can just feel it coming now. Oh, yeah, baby. Move over, Rover. The Billy Patton Bar myself take over.
I told you.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. That was awesome. And I was just saying how much I love that clip. And Sean went down every single member's name in that band. And I went, dude, you're educated.
They're a good band, Mr. Big.
They're a great band.
Ladies,
man.
can I get a hell yeah?
Come on, give them a hell yeah. Darn right.
You know what? What about that hair?
What about that hair?
That was 70s foxy hair, man. He's pretty.
He is pretty. Darn it. And that in a good way. In a great way.
Great way.
You know, I appreciate, obviously, our man, EM Singer Dude. Hopefully we'll we'll reacquaint ourselves in this world. You look around. Did you like where you just were, by the way? That was my steampunk laboratory. Darn, I just peered away from it. But when we came back from that song, that's where we were. Oh, hell yeah, Mackenzie says.
There we go.
Darn right.
Thanks,
There's
Mackenzie.
3 hell yeahs. Bruna says hell yeah. Amy
Bruna,
says hell yeah. I says hell yeah.
All right, ladies.
They know. They understand.
That's what we're talking about.
I do that for you girls. I really do. And for myself, frankly, because it only encourages more Eric Martin in this tiny house. And that's really what I'm finding is happening in this room. You know, when you go to a venue, and I worked at the Mystic Theater for 16 years, almost 20 in another way.
Yeah.
Some rooms just collect the good vibes of what's happened in them. The Katati Cabaret was one of those rooms. Old building, old woods, soaked it all in.
Yeah.
All the vibrations from music on a nightly basis. Some great, great worldly performers. You mentioned David Lindley, and I mentioned Ronnie Montrose, and all that stuff is fantastic. I believe that buildings have a soul. Basically, at least wood buildings do. I'll go that far on a limb. Yeah. I believe that it picks that up. It really does.
You got to have wood to make music.
You got to have wood to make music. Name me an instrument that doesn't have wood. Go.
You got me.
It's going to be a brass instrument, but even still, it's got the reed, right?
Reeds.
Yeah. So
reeds. Brass instruments.
Harmonica? No. How about a harp? No, harps are made out of wood. Mm-hmm. Anybody got an idea out there? Give us a musical instrument that is not made of wood.
The venue's included in that formula, you know.
It totally is.
Resonance.
Absolutely, and that's what happens with vintage rooms, and that's what I believe is happening in this tiny house. It's such a small, contained area, and so many valuable things happen in this small area that this wood is just soaking it all up.
I love it.
And every week, like a nice old pair of shoes. This place just gets more comfortable and more magical things happen in here. And people come in and go, dude, this is really fun. This is nice. This is so outside of it. Is this an interview?
Is this an interview?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
Good. That's the nicest thing you could have said to me right there. Because that is the last thing I want to do. No, you know, Aline, we said sax, and we thought trumpet or trombone too, but see, each of those all have a wooden reed.
Trumpet.
There
you go. Trumpet and
that
trombone.
Trumpet is,
all right,
we said
brass.
Trumpet.
Brass.
Yes, I said brass, but you're right. When you look at trumpet and trombone, those are totally
very good.
And
point taken.
Very good point. Who said that? Lady. Now, here's a test for you. You know what it's called on your lips when you're playing a trumpet or a trombone? When you do this? I'm sorry, did I do that in your face?
so much for COVID protocols. Why not?
Did I ask you if you're boosted? Never mind. No, actually, there is a name for that, and I'm going to teach you right now. It's your embouchure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your embouchure. There you go. And you know, on the top of a bottle of wine, where the wine fills up and there's still the air gap between the air gap and the cork in the bottle of wine, you know what that air gap is called?
I do not.
It's called a eulage. Not a eulogy. That's a totally different thing, but a eulage. 2 things you learned tonight, right here on Tiny House Live from your fake professor.
2 unrelated things.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You'll apply them tomorrow or today during your day. You go, when you go to have a nice dinner or lunch tonight, you look at the bottle of wine, you go, excuse me, this eulage is way too large, which means there's too much air in your bottle of wine.
Not a good
sign. It could be a bad bottle of wine.
Do you know that?
Take it back.
Do you know what? There's a technique wherein they displace the oxygen from the eulage before they put the cork in.
Really?
They replace it with nitrogen. And that is called?
I don't know.
Sparging.
Sparging? That's like diving into a cave called splunking.
So I want to correct that. It's on the bottling line. Before they put the wine in, they sparge the bottle.
Really?
They'll put a nozzle in there and it'll drive the oxygen out and put nitrogen in. Then comes the wine and then the cork.
You see what you're learning here tonight on Tiny House Live?
Sparging.
We didn't know it. Sparging. Like a good metal band from the 80s. I went to see them one time. Sparging. They were loud. Where are we tonight, Sean? Sean Allen right here tonight, my guest here on Tiny House Live.
Thank you.
Doing really well up here, flying high above the Inspirational Space Station. We can take a look over here on our left window again just to make sure we're looking okay. Yeah. I think our trajectory is that is the correct word. I've got it. Is correct on our starboard side.
We're in a low orbit.
We are in a low orbit. I like to keep
fairly rapid orbit.
I don't like to get too high, man. It's just always good to Maintain your altitude. That's what I'm saying. That's my advice to you. Maintain your altitude.
Watch out for them SpaceX satellites.
They're everywhere.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, there's a lot of space debris. Hey, we started having an interesting conversation too, and then we'll go off on a little commercial break that I'm gonna, about some alien life forms. What do you have to tell us about
planet life? Well,
you're telling me something about China that I didn't know. So let's
yeah, I read today that they're fixing to announce signs of off-planet life.
Who? China?
China. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
they're going to be the first to break it. I mean, we've been talking about it, but we.
It's going to mark my words, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, write it down.
In the month of July, some stuff will probably come out. It's what I'm hearing.
Wow.
And China might want to get a jump on it. NASA will probably say something. Whatever the name of that big telescope is that's out there right now.
Yeah.
Evidently, they're going to start trickling out a little information.
Well,
they've seen signs, and actually, yes, we know that it's possible. Yes, we know that it's true, and we'll see.
I've known that for a long time, John. I've been in communication with our friends, our brothers from another planet for a long time. If you watched my show last week, it was verified by the fact of we had the Commander-in-Chief of Galaxia finishing up our show last week. You'll have to reference that if you missed it. I finished the whole show by I was rudely interrupted by the Galactic Command, who chimed in to tell us to get our act together or else. So that's how we ended the show last time. And proof that we came back tonight as healthy and wealthy as possible, learning something from that conversation, and the fact that you're telling me about China, is a revelation, because hopefully maybe we'll get behind that and go,
yeah,
maybe we should say what we know.
Well, I look forward to it for sure.
Me too.
About damn time.
It is time. All we want is a little bit of the truth. We can deal with it. My goodness, I was trained on Star Trek.
There you go.
Come on, that's
there
how we
go.
That's how we got. Oh,
uh-oh.
I mentioned it.
I'm starting to tingle again. Does that mean I'm going back to the couch?
No, but I think we'll veer off to my little. Let me show you something really quick here. Let's look at my board, because I've been working on some great facts and features to bring into the show, and it's a good example to kind of get up here and say, this is where the professor does his work here in the in the steampunk lab that I have. I take great care in writing out all these shows, the formulas that go into the special effects, and how do I get us up here and how do I get us back and all that. So that's just kind of part of what's going on in my little world.
You got some chemistry, you got some upside down math formulas.
Absolutely, and honeycombs from bees. I've got
like molecular bonds, covalent bonds.
Covalent bonds. Another great band from the 80s. I love it. Yeah, you can see I've got my time machine back here right now. You can see in the back of the room right there, and I use that on my time machine nights when I take us back to past shows, like things from the Mystic Theater and other things that happened in the past. It's just all part of what we do here on Tiny House Live. And welcome to my steampunk laboratory. There you go. That's how things rock. That's how things roll in my tiny house. Sometimes, when they're under control. Where are we still at here, Sean? Where are we doing? Well, we're doing great. We've got. Oh wow, let me see here. I've got another piece for us. Oh, you know what? I promised you some commercials. Cheers for you. Cheers to you. So glad to have you here with me tonight.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
And I've been working on a small little segment that I like to think have to do with our animal kingdom, and some of these you may or may not recognize. Either way, I'm going to show them to you. As you know, you guys out there, you really helped me develop the show. And last week, you probably missed it. You didn't see last week. You saw the week before, didn't you? A new character came out in our world, Beatbox Monkey, and so it's a good opportunity to claim the world of Beatbox Monkey. I'm going to show them to you. I'll go back and say hello to a couple people right there, because there's some people come in the front door. You can't come in my front door without me saying hello to you, like Scott Hales.
Hey, Scott.
Hello. Great to have you here. Do you know Scott? Is Scott local?
He's an abominable Sonoman.
Is he really?
He is.
The abominable Sonoman? Sonoman? That's funny.
No, Scott's great.
Hello, Scott. Glad to have you with us.
Good to see from you, Scott.
Yes. Well, make sure since we've got you, subscribe to this channel here, and make sure you select that notification bell and set it to all. You'll always know when we go live here Wednesday nights. I've been doing it now for 3.5 years, going on my 8th season, doing this and bringing fun people in. Like I mentioned, I've got Todd Bugby and Shane Schick coming in, and I've got Dan Durkin and some more fun things in my world, just to keep us all amused and sane, I think.
Yeah.
Get us off the planet, let us get some oxygen and breathe, and then get you back home safely. It's all I ask on Wednesday nights. Besides, what else would you be doing on a Wednesday night otherwise than this right now?
Might be out for a walk. back down on Terra, yeah, but
Nice.
I'll still get one in tonight.
Will you really? You gonna
Yeah.
go home and go for a walk?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's great.
The mean streets of Napa.
Yeah, I've been using an iPhone tracker on my health unit to see how many steps I'm taking per day while I'm working at Oliver's.
There you go.
I just worked a 10-hour shift the other day, and I got a half-hour lunch. That means I walked for 9.5 hours. Seriously, because I didn't sit down. So 9.5 hours walking, half-hour sitting. I did 27,000 steps.
That's great, man.
It is great.
That's good.
And I'm actually averaging closer to 23 to 24 on a regular day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went out and and
awesome.
immediately canceled my membership at City Sports.
There you go.
I went, what am I going to spend $35 a month for
Yeah.
to go sit on a machine and get exercise when my job is paying me to get exercise?
They say, and I'm quoting various musicians tonight, and you know who you are, but they say that sitting is the new smoking. And in fact, that's an old quote by now. But
Well,
yeah, so anything we can do to not be sitting is good for us.
Well, that's great
Walking
news
is-
after the last 2 years, because I know I spent 2 years sitting in this tiny house, pleading to get out when we were actually in the lockdown.
Sure.
And this was my escape in here for a couple years, and that's part of the development of this whole little world we live in. On Wednesday nights is kind of what happened in that time being, and the progression we've made. I love to go back and look where I was and where I am now and go, what?
Yeah.
You do that? You go back and listen to anything you recorded a long time ago, or you have a
yeah, if it comes up.
yeah. I mean, it's hard to listen to sometimes because it's you. But at the same time, I make myself hear it sometimes.
Sure.
And sometimes
it's a good process.
when I do a great show, sometimes I actually go back and watch the show over. I mean, I will actually be guilty of doing that. It's not a guilt thing. It's just sometimes I'm still involved. I may have ended the show, but I'm still involved. So I go back and I want to say something else too, because occasionally things happen. I meant to mention this. Occasionally some things happen on my show that are copyright issues. Last week I had an issue with a little clip I used about a knife salesman. Who would have thought it was owned by a Canadian company that basically shut me down for using it. So it's not a big problem. I can go back and cut that segment out, which I did. But unfortunately, when I do that, it eliminates the live text thread.
Oh.
Excuse me. And that's a tough thing, because I really want to go back when this is over and read what you're all saying, because I can't read and talk and control cameras and audio and stuff all at the same time that much. I look forward to going back and reading them. So that's a wonderful thing. And I try not to. I try to really work on my copyright issues.
No, it's good.
Those who know me know I'm being really restrained these days and not showing those. I run a little bit of risk when I do something like an Eric Martin moment, but that's why we stick to live video clips, Japan, Brazil, things like that aren't quite on the radar of copyright issues.
What's going on in the comments over there?
A lot.
What are we...
Well, let's see. How many? Let's see. How many telecasters does Sean have?
Good question.
Yeah,
I've got
more than one, more than two. He's up to 3.
5.
5.
5.
You own 5 tellies. All right.
I do.
What color?
Most of them are, these sort of variations of blonde.
Yeah, cream.
Yeah, cream. Depends. I just bought one this year that's a black, what they call a blackguard. So it's got this sort of vintage off-white with a black pickguard on it. Love them.
Yeah. Well, it's a great sound.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you using for amps?
Well, either a Princeton reverb, which is what we heard in that last clip. It was driving pretty good. Or
That's a 112?
110,
110.
2 6v6s, so about like 15 to 18 watts.
Wow.
Or a 410 Bassman, a Tweed Fender Bassman style amp with 4 10-inch speakers and maybe 35 to 40 watts.
Wow. Is that what you used on Don's?
Yeah. Okay. So on the Don
outdoor?
Forbes clip, that was the. It's a Grammatico, great amp builder out of Texas, who's now in Nashville, but an amazing amp builder and really well voiced amps, and that's what that is. But essentially, the core DNA of it is 410 Bassman.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. I mean, it's such bottom end too on that.
Yeah.
You know,
which is what Jim Marshall based his amps on.
Yeah.
Essentially, the very first Marshall amps were exactly a Fender Tweed Bassman, and then he started to dial it in a little
Really?
bit. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know another thing.
Voiced
you
it
learned.
out a little bit. So yeah. So again, the DNA from that to Marshall is right there.
Wow.
I like that sound.
Well, I do too. I mean, as a sound engineer, I get to take whatever people send me and kind of go, now what can I do with this? And sometimes it's great, and sometimes not so.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, I just love the sound of the Tele, the way it cuts through.
Yeah, no, I adore them for
Yeah.
sure.
Matter of fact, I was wearing a John Hyatt shirt just the other day. John Hyatt with
Perfectly good guitars.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with Sonny Landreth.
Yep.
Oh my God, you
Yep.
know Sonny Landreth, I'm
Sure,
sure, right?
sure.
Oh my God. Truly one of my favorite guitar players. If you're not familiar with Sonny Landreth, check him out. A lot of stuff with John Hyatt. What's going on? Let's see, Lady Sky. Let's go back here for a second. We have a little chatter going on. Lady Sky said, on my block there was a trumpet player, a drummer, a guitar player, and a trombone. 14 kids, all taking lessons. It was a concert pianist.
Nice.
Oh, and she was a concert pianist. Oh,
Wow.
really? That's cool.
Cool.
That's called diversity right there. You know what I used to love to do at the JC? You could walk down the practice rooms, and in each of these practice rooms, there had to be like 12 of them, I think, on each side of the room, and you could actually walk from one end of the hallway to the other and hear everybody's individual practices.
Yeah.
I used to love to walk through there because it'd be piano, drums, guitar, saxophone,
Sure.
all blending into. The faster you walk down the aisle, the more it became a song.
Yeah.
In my world, it's true though. It's true.
What
Yeah.
else is happening over there?
Well, you know, we're talking some. The cream ones are classic, Isa says, and she's right. Yeah, she was impressed. I think that you had five of them, which
A couple of them are doubles. I tend to buy things in twos,
yeah.
but
You
I usually have one number one, and that's the one I play all the time.
Yeah,
For about up to 10 years.
really.
It was the white guard, the one with the white pick guard that you saw in the Don Forbes video.
Right.
The one that you saw in the Kevin Russell video had a black pick guard, but that's an older one that I've had since like '91 in the style of a 50s Tele. A couple of modifications on it. And maybe in one of the upcoming videos we'll see my newest one. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, we'll follow up at the end here with another one for the Don Forbes party. So that would be the.
that will still be the white guard. But
Yeah.
that one sounds good. I got it back out the other day, and it sounds great.
Yeah, and we pointed out that we've worked together enough that I know when we're working together that I need to set up a Sean Allen cam. So I have a Sean cam. This much I know about the man. I know where I want to be. And that's right in the middle of one of your solos, so I appreciate what you do.
I appreciate it. too.
Kevin Russell calls it, guitar pyrotechnics, and
Yeah.
there is some to that.
Try
There is
to-
some to that. Who is one of your major influences?
On guitar, well,
Yeah.
depends how far back you want to go.
Yeah, well, in the style you're working in right now.
Roy Buchanan.
Oh, Roy
Danny,
Buchanan.
Well, Danny Gatton.
Yeah.
Danny Gatton.
Yeah.
Because he really played with the rock and roll heart,
Yeah.
but had all the other styles at his disposal. And if he played jazz, he played it with authentically, or rockabilly or what have you.
Yeah.
I come from a rock and roll background, so I just love that.
Yeah.
That feeling, and so that often comes out.
Yep. I hear it. And Roy Buchanan.
Yeah, Roy Nichols, the guy who played with Merle Haggard. I
Yeah.
love his playing.
Wow. I've had some great Johnny Winter moments. I've actually
man.
had Johnny in my hands a few times at the Mystic Theater.
Wow.
Amazing couple stories I could tell you. Won't get into that, but he was just a monster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they would take him off the bus and help him down and sit him down in a chair, and he'd have two Fender Twins pointed in his face. Two Fender Twins pointed in his face, all mic'd up. And God, it was loud.
That's loud.
But he'd sit and play his ass off.
Yeah.
Johnny Winter. Classic, man. You know what? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. My control room's telling me something. What? Commercial break? Really? We don't have. Wait, no.
Yeah, it's time.
Oh, that's right. It is time for the. Yes, your Sonoma County entertainment news. That's where we're going next. It's only a short little segment. You'll meet the Beatbox Monkey. You'll hear some chickens sing. I've got a. Well, why should I tell you? Watch this and enjoy yourself. We'll be right back, and we'll continue on. Love you. Thanks for joining us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here on Tiny House Live tonight, I proudly present to you Monkey Man doing what he does so well. Some more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Beatbox monkey. Beatbox monkey. Beat, 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 beat.
Sean Morey is our guest, and Sean is a multi-talented individual, and he's got his banjo out. He's going to favor us with another tune.
A chicken farmer went out one dark and windy day. By the coop he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a rotten egg hit him in the eye. It was the sight he dreaded, ghost chickens in the sky. Farmer had raised chickens since he was 24, working for the colonel for 30 years or more, killing all those chickens and sending them to fry. Now they want revenge. Ghost chickens in the sky. Everybody. Their beaks were black and shiny, their eyes were burning red. They had no meat or feathers, these chickens were dead. They picked the farmer up and he died by the claw. They cooked him extra crispy and ate him with coleslaw. Everybody! Ghost chickens in the sky.
This is the honey badger. Watch it run in slow motion. It's pretty badass. Look, it runs all over the place. Whoa, watch out, says that bird. Ew, it's got a snake. Oh, it's chasing a jackal. Oh my gosh. Oh, the honey badgers are just crazy. The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a shit. If it's hungry, it's hungry. Ew, what's that in its mouth? Oh, it's got a cobra. Oh, it runs backwards. Now watch this. Look, a snake's up in the tree. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. It just takes what it wants. Whenever it's hungry, it just, ew, and it eats snakes? Oh my god, watch it dig. Look at that digging. The honey badger is really pretty badass. They have no regard for any other animal whatsoever. Ooh, look, it's chasing things and eating them. Now look, here's a house full of bees. You think the honey badger cares? It doesn't give a shit. It goes right into the house of bees to get some larvae. How disgusting is that? It eats larvae. Ew, that's so nasty. But look, the honey badger doesn't care. It's getting stung like 1,000 times. It doesn't give a shit. It's hungry. It doesn't care about being stung by bees. Nothing can stop the honey badger when it's hungry. Oh, what a crazy fuck. Look. Ew, it's eating larvae. That's disgusting. There it is, running in slow motion again. See? Now, what's interesting is that other animals like these birds here, they just like to wait around until the honey badger's done eating, and then it swoops in to pick up the scraps. It says, you do all the work for us, honey badger, and we'll just eat whatever you find. How's that? What do you say, stupid? Look at this bird. Thanks for the treat, stupid. Hey, come back here, says the honey badger. Birds don't care, and you know what? The jackals do it too. Look at these little dogs. They're like, thanks, stupid. Thanks for the mouse. See you later. The honey badger does all the work while these other animals just pick up the scraps. The honey badger.
Oh, well, as you can see down the dark hallway of my Inspiration Space Station, we're approaching the exit hatch, and although we're close, we're not going to quite go out the door yet because I want to. I know I played this a couple weeks ago, but I want to play it again because it's such a good recording. I do want to end up with another musical piece of yours tonight. Sure. After that, and then we'll come back and we'll wish everybody a good evening and thank them all for being here. But Lady Sky says I think you fulfilled your educational requirement. That's right. And that's all we can ask in life, my friend, is learn something on a daily basis, right? If you can, what word did we use today? Eulage. Sparge. These are 2 words for you. Use them during your day. I implore you, use eulage and sparge during your day, and people will go, man, you are really intelligent. Mm-hmm. You're a very educated person when it comes down to it. All right. You know what? No, we're going to do this one more piece because I do want to get this under the wire, and then we're going to come back and once again we'll finish up and wish you all well. But one more time, guys, Sean Allen right here with me tonight, Tiny House Live. So good to have you here, my friends. Good to have you with us. We've got many exploits together. As we'll show you one more here, and we'll wrap this up with one more song from the Don Forbes party that we worked at. And what did I choose to use here? Cafe Roadkill, which I'd played before, but it's such a strong piece, and I love it, and it's a rocker.
Yeah.
And I'm not the kind of guy to go out on a ballad.
No,
you should never. No. Matter of fact, I'm not a big ballad. I'm not always convinced by the sincerity of ballad singers.
That's a good point.
I think they get hung up in the formula of a ballad, and that makes them feel insincere because it's such a formula. It's kind of like being a pop singer to some degree, but there's a certain. You're asking me to believe that you're really that involved and you're singing me a ballad,
and that you're going to love somebody forever.
Yes, and you're.
Sorry, is that cynical?
No, it isn't. This is real. This is real. People no. I'm not saying
forever love is possible.
Forever love is possible.
The romantic thing.
Highly improbable.
Highly improbable.
But are you married? I never asked.
No.
You know, me either. We just single guys out there tooling around the world and inviting friends and people. I asked somebody just the other day to have some lunch with me, and they go, "Well, what are you expecting?" I said,
"Wow,
I expect to be full when I feel I'm fun, and I'm expecting some good conversation. You're an interesting person." And she goes, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Well, that's it. I've got friends all around the world, and I'd like you to be one."
Me?
Well, you too, but you already are. But I'm giving this conversation to somebody I was just working with, and it's a touchy point when you're working with somebody. You don't want to, But at the same time,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I got lots of time for lots of friends, and I invite people in this world, our world here in Tiny House Live, and frankly, every single person here tonight has contacted me in one way or another. And how do you contact me? Do you know?
ViralMedia /.com. Hit the like and subscribe bells, and don't forget to power up your computer.
I know. Wouldn't it be nice if you just had a remote controlling with channel 2? But
sorry.
No, it's actually, you can reach me on my Facebook messaging. It's a good way to reach me. I've always got it up. No, it's all right.
Didn't know what you were going for.
Well, I'm going for a lot of things right now. Information is what I'm giving people. But no, Facebook.com /Tiny House Live.
There you go.
That's my personal message page to me, your professor, high above the hills of Petticoat with Sean Allen right here tonight.
Yeah.
And that's, you can message me. Tell me the time of day. Ask me a question. I'm open, honest, and a good host. True. I tell my friends here, she-devil girls, if you're coming to the Bay Area, look me up.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be fun to meet.
I'm already hosting. I host you here on Wednesdays. I would love to host you here in the Bay Area. I think it's a great way to meet people.
Absolutely.
I once saved an entire bottle, a wine carafe, and saved all my spare change into it, and saved it up for the purpose of, when I finally got it full, to say, if any of my viewers could tell me how many coins I've got and what is the monetary amount that I've got in this, I will spend it all on a nice meal together.
There you go.
And it was a great thing to do with my spare change.
I used to do something similar with my students. I would have some coins in my pocket. I would do Sean's Lottery. I would shake them up in my hand, give you a quick look, and 3 guesses. And if you get it right, you win the lottery.
So you give them a handful of coinage?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. That's just fun to do. Yeah. That's just fun to do. My experience worked out well, too. I invited a lady who actually guessed close enough, and we had a nice, lovely meal together.
Oh, man.
And it was really fun. She came all the way from Vacaville to make it, it's just that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, I appreciate each and every one of you who are out there right now, because I know you get up in the morning. I know you wake up, and now you're going to carry the show and your imagination with you all day. Watch it when you come home again at night. What about the She-Devils in Tiny House Live? What about Anna? There are so many right now.
Yeah, thanks for being here, ladies.
Absolutely.
For sure. Truly,
absolutely.
Thank you.
And I am working up a special present. I am working a special video present. I'm not going to tell you too much about it yet. But yeah, I've got something special for you. I appreciate each and every one of you who contact me, and in this moment and afterwards. You're all lovely people on this planet, and I enjoy each and every one of you and sharing things with you. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing we get to do here on Wednesdays.
I love it.
Isn't it really?
Good hang.
The fact that it just boggles my mind that we're bouncing the signal all around the world right now, and we're all in the same time and place, circling high above the planet, as you can see out there on your starboard side. We're doing well, and we're actually going to play one more song, and we're going to come back. And I didn't play it already, did I?
No.
I get so involved with myself sometimes I forget what I've done. Not really. We're going to play one more, come back, say goodnight to you. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We've got just a second, and we'll be right back. And yeah, listen right here is Cafe Roadkill.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Great, strong song. Hang on, guys. Be right back. Enjoy this last one. We love you.
Just having fun when I passed the place out on Route 41. Didn't look like much. Man, what a scene. There was dancing, drinking, and creative cuisine. The old timers called it McLeod Bar and Grill, but it's much better known as the Cafe Roadkill. First look at the menu, I started to sweat. There was something about it that I didn't get. Selection of pastas and salads were poor. I thought about leaving and looked for the door, but this smiling young waitress started pouring my beer, and I said, honey, what's going on here? She said they gambled like crazy, had a lot of good luck, till their bets got covered by a pickup truck. They tried crossing over to catch one more thrill, but they wound up on the menu of the Cafe Roadkill. She said, if this is your first time, take my advice. Get the coyote special, it's served over rice. I'd pass on the cold cuts, it wouldn't be wise. You might find a paw or some other surprise. Got nothing to fear, the food's always fresh. Just watch for the bones, they're a little compressed. Because they gambled like crazy, had a lot of good luck, till the bets got covered by a pickup truck. They tried crossing over to catch one more thrill, but they wound up on the menu of the Cafe Roadkill. Look out! Just for a moment, thought I'd shed a tear, but on second thought said, bring me the deer. Felt bad for the young, no doubt some were pets, but one thing in common, they all lost their bets. They paid a high price, but I paid the bill, and we walked on out together from the Cafe Roadkill. Cafe Roadkill. Cafe Roadkill. Wild thing, I think I'll eat ya.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1. Ignition.
All right, I can see by looking out the viewport window, we're getting close to me having to send you back to the planet here, Sean. You all good for that?
Oh yeah. Put me back on my couch.
Exactly where I'm going to drop you. Right back in the same location that I abducted you from. Thanks for being so obliging and popping into our tiny house world tonight and sharing a few moments with us.
Oh no, it's great to be here.
You know, and thank you, Isis. Thank you, Bruno. We're reading all these
thank
comments.
You, ladies. Isis,
you know,
Bruno.
Aline, lady. Thank you, and Scott.
Yes.
Great to have you,
Scotty.
Yeah. Well, my friends, we love you dearly for joining in and all this. Hope you enjoyed that last song. God, I did. And there's that telly again.
That telly.
You ripped, dude.
It was a little on the sloppy side, but rock and roll.
That is rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Darn right. Darn right. And I hope you enjoyed the Eric Martin moment if I didn't post that enough. That was a really good clip. And, oh, God, who sent that to me in my direction and made me aware of that? It might have been Thala with the She-Devils on that site, no doubt. It might have been Aline, too. We've been working on a few things together. So I love these projects with you, ladies. It's so much fun having a connection. Tiny House Live and the She-Devils. It's a good combination. We're sharing what we know, the love of music, the love of good music, talented people.
You're here.
And all the good things that come with life. And that's you, my friends. That's you, each and every one of you right here. Where are we tonight? Where are we? Tiny House. That's right. Tiny House Live. That's where we've been, and that's where we'll be next Wednesday night when I bring in, that'll be Todd. That'll be Todd Bugby and Shane Schlick from Pretty Shiny Things. We'll do some live music and have some fun. We're going to wave at you and wish you all a wonderful good night. Besides, I'm starting to have some issues. I want to send you back down. You ready? Hang on to you. You're going to end up right back on the couch right where you belong tonight.
All right.
And we'll thank you so much for even joining us on this little adventure of ours. Hang on now. All right. Hang on. All right. You ready? You're going back. I swear.
Bye, She-Devils.
Bye. Ladies, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm looking for my way out. Here we go. Well, he didn't do that very well. Oh, my goodness. The professor's lost and having a hard time finding... I can't get your rocket started. That's my problem. Oh, it's the thrusters again. Hold on. Let me give him a kick. All right, here we go. I got it. No, I know. I totally have an issue.
8, 7,
Small issue. We'll get you out of here.
5, 4. Command engine start.
3, 2, 1.